And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And checking out some numbers for Dennis Schroeder.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. Stephen Curry is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle, and it's Conley in at the 1. Both of these teams get the benefit of having a deep roster.
Yeah, it's a luxury these days, honestly. Resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
Randle outside. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. That one no good. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. Curry against Conley. Outside Curry. Five to shoot. This one for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just another day at the office for Mr. Curry.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch, and no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Schroeder. Pass to Edwards. Randle, a screen on Curry. And here's Edwards outside. No good that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Now here's Edwards. A dangerous offensive player. His scoring average stands at almost 30 a game. McDaniels finds Randle. Three-pointer off the mark. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
Now here's Schroeder. 15 in his last outing. And Conley grabs the miss.
I think at the last second he decided to get slick. I don't think he'll make that mistake again.
Here's Randle, and there's the rejection. And the Warriors pushing it up now. The 3 from Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Out to Schroeder. Back to Jackson Davis. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Conley. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
He was a menace on defense as well, managing 3 steals.
Randall against Green. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
On the attack, Schroeder. Wiggins from long range. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Timberwolves trail by 6. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Conley. Up top, Edwards. Covered by Schroeder. Gobert inside. Jackson Davis on him. Blocked! Outside Schroeder. The kick out, Curry. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They defeated Washington in their last game.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for McDaniels. And Golden State also making a switch. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Conley against Curry. Looney, a screen on Conley. The kick out to Wiggins. Over Edwards. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Wiggins and Kuminga at the forward. A lot of bounce there. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Looney in at the center position. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft. Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Outside Edwards. Reed, a screen on Hield. Edwards, a pass to Ingles. Shot clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Looney. Oh, look at Looney finding space inside.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota, trailing by 8. Reed, a screen on heel. Here's Edwards. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Edwards has got 4 points this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
DiVincenzo with it. Kuminga defends. Outside, Ingles. For 3, DiVincenzo. Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors lead by 8. Stolen by Ingles. Now here's Edwards, defended by Pajemski. Anthony Edwards rains one in. Here's Pajemski. Yet to see a basket. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Ingles. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Edwards against Heel. And here's Edwards. 23 points for him last game against Washington.
And the number of points he got at the foul line shows how tough he was to defend.
No problems knocking that one down. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pajemski with it, picked up by Reed. Pajemski's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. You take a look at New York. They've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
I think for the Warriors, they've been extremely competitive, maybe some ups and downs there, but it seemed like they were just figuring things out. They gotta get that energy back.
Now here's McDaniels. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. The offensive rebound. Gobert finds Edwards. The putback. Oh, a nasty putback. What timing from Gobert.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
And I can see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Conley, and he drives in. Gobert. Count the basket. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Looney, a screen on Conley. Drive by Curry. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Conley. Up top, Randall. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Unloads. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
Here's Curry. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And the Warriors making a change here. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Stephen Curry.
And that one falls for Curry. with 1 on the clock. That shot off the mark. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top, up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. All right, Shaq and Kenny, Darnell 4-Point Play asks, if you guys played in today's game, how many titles would you have at the end of your career?
Nearing double digits, I say. Just give me the ball down low. Let me do my thing, and we go all the way.
Well, I'm a little more optimistic. Me personally, I'd say probably 4 or 5, maybe more.
Well, that's only if you were on my team, Kenny, because you weren't. You wouldn't win any.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Green able to hit from 3.
Green's floor stretching ability, one of the things that makes this offense so dynamic.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Warriors. 7-point differential. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he lobs it up top. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Oh, it's Edwards all the way.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. And let's take a quick peek at the point guards who have been extremely disruptive defensively. 5th, Mike Conley.
Yeah, he's a pest. He gets under your skin. I mean, all these players have the combination of quickness and intelligence you want in a point guard.
Yeah, it's just not their quickness or their hands that have them at the top of the list. It's their defensive instincts that set them apart.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens the locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Pass to Edwards. Curry against Conley. The 3 knocks down the long J. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities. He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Minnesota making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. For three, Conley. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 4. Hield passes to Looney. The shake. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
The playmaking of Hield, it's really improved over the years.
Randall outside. .151 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And midway through the season, here's a look at the Western Conference standings right now. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. What a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference. And checking out the Warriors, they're a ways down in the standings.
Well, I think for Golden State, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Warriors lead by 9. Pass to Looney. Looney, a screen on Randall. Podziemski into the lane. And here is Kuminga. And the Warriors with another 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Ingles comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in for Mike Conley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Kevon Looney picks one up. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Now here's Kuminga. He's got 5. Right wing. Outside Podziemski. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody from outside. Can't hit that one. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Podziemski with it. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Looney, a screen on DiVincenzo. Podziemski into the lane. Moody from outside. Second chance shot. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well, that's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Keep everything sharp, keep the cuts hard, cutting through contact, passes sharp, and the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up the easy ones down here, right?
Now, Coach Kerr, all he's asking is that his team be more precise in their decision-making.
Yeah, absolutely. He's aware of just how special they are when they're playing smart basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Buddy Hield is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Moses Moody. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Looney in at the 5. Now here's Podziemski. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Lineouts checked in for Ingles. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
And the Warriors with possession here. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Throws it up high.
Clever move by Curry, using the play to make room for a different shooter.
Timberwolves trail by 8. DiVincenzo, pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed from outside the arc. Drops in the 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And stolen by Edwards. Launches a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Jackson Davis' screen. Here's Curry. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Garza's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. Conley passes to Garza.
Man, good whistle there.
Shooting. First personal foul. First team foul.
No good on that one. Some changes for Minnesota. Randall, he's checked in for Reed. And Jaden McDaniels subbed in for DiVincenzo. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 3-point lead. To the cup, Curry. Wiggins from long range. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Tipped. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. The Warriors lead by 6. Jackson Davis with it. Outside. Green. Draymond. Oh, such a force inside.
An absolute problem in these pick and rolls. Green can beat you with either his passing or his scoring ability.
Randall, a screen on Curry. Conley finds Gobert. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Golden State. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Outside Curry. From deep. Outside for Green. Curry surveys. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. 19-footer. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Edwards has got 19 points.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Curry. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Edwards. Deflected. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Blocked again! And he recovers it. Just 2 to shoot. Here's McDaniels.
We've seen Wiggins play suffocating defense against great scorers.
Shoots over Wiggins. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. McDaniels got his first bucket of the night.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Curry against Conley. 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
And BA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
Second team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Mike Conley. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And some consider Curry to be the greatest shooter of all time. And by some, I mean all. And he is capable of getting hot in a hurry.
And Minnesota calls time here. They trail by 8. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
It's hard to say whether they have enough time for a quick shot and a foul.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Conley. There's the three. And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And how about Edwards keeping his head up and spotting the open man? Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Stephen Curry.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
Now the Timberwolves breaking dance crew. Make some noise.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. McDaniels from long range. Rebounded by Green. Now Curry. And so the Warriors take the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, team. Well, Draymond, it was smooth sailing for you tonight. How'd you make it look so easy?
I mean, it's seamless because I play with guys who makes it seamless. You know, I don't have to come out and try to do too much. Just come out and be myself. And so, for that reason, it was seamless.
All right, congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.